Okay, I'm Devin, and well, y'all know who I am. Basically, my project is on Frankenstein, and I decided to do the 5 minute video because I couldn't do anything else. And the reasons why it's like this and on my phone is because I couldn't find the video camera and didn't feel like it's a lot of stuff I didn't want to do, but I had to do. So I'm not lazy. I'm just anyways. Um, I gotta stop making faces in the camera. Alright. So I'm gonna give you like a little bit of overview of Frankenstein, and I will now start overviewing, if that makes any sense. Alright, let's go. Basically, in a series of letters, uh, just one of the main characters, Robert Walton, the captain, was basically captain of ship that's bound for the North Pole, and he just, sends letters to his sister about what he's been through and stuff like that. And in the letters, he goes over that he basically created a monster. And Victor, a little bit about his background, he went to the University of Ingolstadt. I don't know how to pronounce it. I read in the book. I don't know how to say it. He studied philosophy and chemistry. He's a great chemist. Apparently, he's really, really smart. And he kind of figures how to create life. Now, we all know how we began through God and 7 days, and in the beginning was the Word and stuff like that. And yeah, and he creates life. Now, that's like a big no-no to us Christians because only God creates life, and when you try to act like God, there's some serious consequences and stuff that you just don't want to deal with. So it's better to let God do stuff and not us. And as I continue, he basically creates life, which is the monster. Now, the monster is 8 feet tall, extremely strong, but hideous and mad ugly. And when Frankenstein realizes what he created, he's like, oh, snaps. And he runs away from the monster he created. And then Frankenstein's just left to be by himself. And it's like, he doesn't know anything. Now, eventually the monster, goes into town, and yeah, he's, fought, people were scared of him, so he ran him out of town. But during the course of his adventures being alone, he runs into his family and watches them as they have family unity and stuff like that. And he learns from the family, and there's this guy teaching his fiance or future girlfriend or whatever how to speak English and stuff like that, and he learns from it just watching them. And from there on, Frankenstein goes and just tries to live a normal life as much as possible. He stumbles upon a girl who was drowning and he saves her, but people seeing him once again shoot at him and do stuff. And Frankenstein eventually learns about his creator, which is Mr. Victor Frankenstein, and he tries to go find him. Now, stumbling across Victor Frankenstein's little brother, he kills him purposely because he's angry. He wants revenge for being made and being left abandoned. All Frankenstein wants is a friend. And when Victor Frankenstein somehow stumbles upon meeting Frankenstein, he understands he kills his brother. He's actually, deeply saddened because over the course of the book, Victor Frankenstein gets sick over and over again because he feels so bad and what happened. And Frankenstein kind of just kills all of his family members, inadvertently, indirectly, and directly. And also, Victor Frankenstein's fault too because he never fessed up to creating Frankenstein, which is the reason why people are dying. So Frankenstein gives a good argument as to why Victor should create a wife for him. And Victor's like, okay, I'll create you a wife. And then he goes and does it. And as he's creating Frankenstein's wife, he realizes what he's doing again, and he shuns it. He throws it away, and Frankenstein becomes very mad. The monster becomes very mad, and he wants more revenge on him. So Frankenstein kills more people, and Victor Frankenstein's like, what have I done? I'm so sad because of my mistakes. This guy's killing all my close people, and he's alone, so now I'm alone too. So it's like the creator now feels what the monster's feeling, just loneliness, and has nobody. And with that, he starts chasing Frankenstein, chasing after him, and trying to find him and basically kill him. Yes, indeed, killing the monster. And with that, he chases him towards the North Pole, and he becomes extremely tired, and he's found by a cruise ship of people, which is where the Walton finds him, and he starts writing letters to his sister about this man's endeavors and stuff like that. But with that, I mean, it's the whole theme about Frankenstein, I believe, is that man sometimes steps out of his place and tries to act like God. And when he does that, what happens is some serious consequences. And they're not always good, and they affect a lot of people. Like, the monster is not necessarily bad, but he's not good at all because he kills people and he knows what he's doing. It's kind of like when he tries to, like, it's like playing God, like, from a God point of view. Like, God created us, but God knew what he was doing, but he gave us free will. And we mess up on our own, and we have like all this destruction. But it's like, I guess Victor Frankenstein kind of feels how God felt, but only God's perfect. And interesting enough, Frankenstein is like almost like us, where we are sinning, constantly sinning. We're trying to learn on our own few feet, and but we never, we feel alone, but God's with us, so we don't feel alone. For the Christians, at least. Basically, I mean, it's like a love-hate relationship for Frankenstein too, for each other, actually. Because I believe, like, I mean, while Victor feels hatred for his creation, the monster shows that he's not actually pretty evil. And it remarks since he's sensitive, he has feelings. The monster is not just a monster, he has emotions. And even when Victor dies, because the monster, like, he knows Victor dies, and he comes back to the ship where he, died on when he was, like, the other guy was writing letters about him, he remorses. He was, like, deeply saddened, because I was the only guy who really had a relationship with him. It's kind of a sad story, happy story, kind of interesting. But with that, I'm trying to do a good video so I can get some good points. And I'm just gonna, like, email this to Mrs. Kubiak. Well, hey, Mrs. Kubiak, you're probably watching this right now. Or some time in the future. Yeah. So I'm just trying to, like, I know it's like 7 minutes and 48, 9, 8, no, never mind. Almost 8 minutes now, and I'm just trying to, like, do this. It's like 9 something. I'm tired. Some, like, motifs, or did I say themes? I don't say motifs, because motifs sounds like whatever. It's like knowledge is dangerous. Like, when you read this book, about that girl who was really, really, like a feminist, I forgot her name, but, like, the Pope guy said that knowledge is dangerous in this situation, and knowledge is really dangerous because he's trying to seek knowledge, and at the heart is, like, the reason why he created Frankenstein is because he wanted to, like, he wanted to, like, gain as much knowledge as possible, and he wanted to use his knowledge not so much as for evil, but to create life. And creating life is one of those no-nos, like, like, genetics, genetic mutation and alteration, and creating humans is a bad thing. Basically, it was like back in the olden times, it was considered as a frowned upon type thing, as it is now. Another theme would be, like, wherever I'm trying to find, like, I took little notes, and, well, there's, like, a symbol of light and fire. Like, of course, fire is, like, kind of known in the movies as to be, like, the Frankenstein's weakness, but light is kind of used as, like, what knowledge is, like, light of knowledge and stuff like that, and discovery, enlightenment, and how Frankenstein was created, supposedly with lightning, like, or whatever. It was during a storm and outside, like, in the movies, like, the lightning hit and he became alive. It's also, fire is used as, like, something that's a good thing too, but also fire burns too, so it's like as Frankenstein realizes about, like, oh, fire is nice, but also burns and like a weakness of Frankenstein. Um, so it's like light can be good and bad. It can be used for good and bad. Fire can be used for good and bad. Like also Frankenstein's is like the name of the book. The well-known name of the book is Frankenstein, but actually when Mary Shelley made it, it was actually called the modern Prometheus. And Prometheus is a god who gave knowledge of fire to humanity and was punished for it by the Zeus because Zeus did not want that. So it's like the modern Prometheus. So basically, Victor is kind of seen as the modern Prometheus, and when you gave fire or created life for Frankenstein, for humanity, to create life, it's like, ooh, look at me, I created life. Woohoo! But there were some serious consequences to that. And let's see. Gotta stop doing that. I'm trying to look up some more, not look up some stuff, but I'm trying to do a video project. I just announced. I was actually doing the video before I did the I did the outline, cause I know what I'm gonna write already. What kind of know what I'm gonna write. But I was thinking that I don't want to do the video when I'm too tired, cause I might like suck at it, which I am probably right now. And why do I have headphones on? Because I was listening to music. Why do I have this hat on? Because it's cold in my house, my room. Woohoo! Anyways, what else? I mean, that's basically, the gist of Frankenstein. A man tries to create, his creation wreaks havoc because he feels left alone and abandoned, and the man tries to kill it but gets killed in his pursuit of it. The monster makes the man's life so bad because he kills the people he loves. And alright, bitches. It's like it's a really deep. If you read the book, it's a lot of stuff. Like it's kind of a hard read sometimes because other times it's kind of boring. But in a way, like if it's really a deep book. So there's Frankenstein. I'm glad you listened. If you didn't find this interesting, I'm sorry. But yeah, one good thought at the end of this is like it's like the final week of school, kinda. So yeah, senior's about to graduate. Pretty happy about that. Thanks for watching.